Here we have the apples. Just notice a lot of juice there. I'm not going to use all of that or else it'll just be a soggy mess. Here we have our crumble, the consistency we want. Here I have two rather large size square dishes. You know, you can sort of guess measure what you want for a different size family, you know. So what I'll do is I'll just grab that with draining off the juice, and I'll just evenly put that out of my little pans. Now I can either make two with this, depending how much apple you want, or I can make one with it. And looking at it, I think I might just make one and maybe a smaller one to give away to a friend or something. I'm going to get a bit of that juice. I'm just going to pour it over, because when it's in the oven it's mostly going to absorb. So just fill up your plastic spoon and go across it like this, nice and easy. Not too much, you don't want to kill it and drown it. Well, I actually made one and a third size apple pie with that. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get my hand, I'm going to squeeze it and break it over the top. Squeeze it, break it over the top. See? And spread it around. And it should cover the apples. Any gaps? This is really good, this has turned out really well. And I'm just going to do the same over on the other side, but I want to try to be a bit creative, and I thought, what would it be like if I put a bit of honey inside the mixture, just to give it a bit of different taste. So what I'm going to do is just grab some on my fork here, honey, and just drizzle that into the mixture of the mixture here. And once again, it's just as much as you want. How do you think it will set? That's a bit of honey. If you like coconut, you might want to put a bit of coconut in there as well, or maybe chop peanuts, unsalted peanuts, which I'm not going to do. I won't hit my finger, I know you did. I'm going to stir that in to that mix, chop it through, sort of go where it wants to go, and I'm just going to mix that through like that. And I'll let you know the response on how that tastes. Never done it before. So I just press again. It hasn't changed the consistency much at all. Might leave a bit of sticky hand at the end, but that's about it. There you go. And it might actually go a bit browner than the one that I did without the honey, because it's not going to be a toffee kind of flavour. So this is the honey apple crumble with honey through the mix. And so there you go, that's 4 cups of flour, sugar, butter. Has actually made one big apple crumble and one small apple crumble. There you go. All done. So what I'm going to do now is place these both into the oven of 200 degrees. That's not a fan forced oven. You can use fan forced oven. For most cookbooks it's not. This is an Australian cooking temperature of 200 degrees, and that's without fan force, and that will go in the oven for, I'm going to say 20 minutes. And then I'll check it, and I might need to go in for an extra 5, but I'm not sure. But when you start to see a nice golden brown on the top, then it's nice and ready. Then you just bring them out and you let it cool down like you would a normal biscuit, and it'll become hard. Those big balls become hard and crunchy, not too hard, but really nice, very sweet and very tasty. This can be served with a custard or ice cream or cream, or all three if you like. Most people like all three, but I think custard and apple is really nice. And you know, this could be made with, you can add rhubarb to this, or just have rhubarb, but rhubarb and custard is beautiful. This to me is a very easy kind of English type dish. Yeah, so let's just put it in the oven and see how it looks when it's finished. Okay, there you have it. 2 apple crumbles. One with the honey, it's a small one. One without the honey in the crumble, it's a larger one. There you go. So they're sort of cooling down now. And that's your apple crumble. They smell fantastic. They look very yummy. And look very yummy. You'll notice the cookbook on your right. I plan to start from the beginning and work through it to the end on cooking tips from the AWW Women's Weekly Cooking School. So that will be my book review that I'll be doing through the year. I'll be doing a recipe from there, learning every technique I can possibly learn from it, and showing you how it goes. Trial and error. I'll tell you right now, the one with the honey in it is to die for. You've got to try it with the honey. It is really nice, really nice. And it's really nice without it as well, but the honey idea is a hit. You've got to try it with the honey.